Hey, what is happening? Outdoor Education 50. It's Mr. Smith here, live from Ross Shepherd, as you can see. I'm in my classroom today. I haven't been in school for the last 2 weeks, the same as you guys. I had to come in today to finish up some report cards, and I'm going to take this time to make our first online lesson. First and foremost, I hope everybody's doing well. I know this is not easy. This hasn't been easy for anybody. I'm going a little crazy myself. Make sure you get outside. Make sure you go for walks. You can even maybe get your bike out if you have one as the snow goes away. As long as you're keeping your distance from large groups of people, there's nothing stopping you from going outside and being able to get some fresh air. Just quickly want to go over, I will be posting our assignments on Thursdays. Thursday is our Block 4 class. So whether you're in Outdoor Ed 15, 25, or 35, I will be posting assignments for you to view on Thursdays. And the following week they'll be due. I know it says here Friday hand-in assignments. I will set a due date on Google Classroom. And then Thursday, I am also going to host a Google Hangout session at 10:30 a.m. So as long as you click the link, you will be able to join and we can touch base and have a FaceTime chat, see how everybody's doing, and check in with everyone. Okay, Outdoor Ed 25. You may have noticed I've posted assignments on our Google Classroom. Some of the previous assignments had to do with assignments that you've already started in class. So if you haven't finished those assignments, those are ones you can continue working on. The next assignment that I've posted moving forward is Wildlife 2910, which is on wildlife conservation and protection. In order to do this assignment, it's going to be completely a research assignment. I'm giving you guys kind of two options that you can approach this from. But you are going to have lots of flexibility if you would like to research on something else. So essentially what you need to do is you're going to look at what are some issues in wildlife conservation or protection of ecosystems today. So I've given you two options that might be a good starting point for you. You just need to choose one of these to begin. You could start with ocean pollution. Okay, or you could do the wildlife conservation of elephants. So I think these are two easy starting points to look at from a broad range of what are some of the issues we're facing in the world today with regards to wildlife and our ecosystems. If you choose ocean pollution, I've given you two links here which give us some really excellent information on what issues exist in marine pollution and how that is affecting the wildlife that live within these ecosystems. The second one I've given you is on the wildlife conservation of elephants. And again, I've given you two links here to help you look at what is being done to conserve the population of elephants, especially in Africa, and what are some of the issues that elephants are facing today in the wild and with regards to being in zoos and living with humans. You may also, though, if you would like to choose a different topic, any online article, as long as it has to do on the protection of wildlife or the protection of an ecosystem, is fine by me. So if you're not interested in elephants at all, or you're not interested in how we are going to keep our oceans from being overrun with pollution, and you want to take a look at it from a different animal, that's fine by me. You're going to create a presentation on Google Slides which responds to these questions in detail. So essentially you're going to look at what is the major issue, what is the affected ecosystem or species. I want you to include maps, where this is taking place, what kind of population of the species is there, what are the current laws to protect these species or the lack of laws to protect them. Then I want you to look at, over time, what has led to maybe the issues that we've had. So what are some historical things that have happened that have led to these issues today? I want you guys to see if you can find out what's being done by the government or maybe by non-government agencies, which would be something like a World Wildlife Foundation, who are there to protect the species, and are they doing enough? Have anything they've done been successful? See if you can find what obstacles still exist to impede the progress of helping these species, whether it be political, so governments not being willing to help, or economic, maybe there's some money at stake. Using this information, I want you to try and predict what you think might happen to this ecosystem or these species in the next 5 to 10 years. So if we continue on this path, what do you think might happen to them? The last thing is you want to create a powerful statement. So this is like one sentence, maybe 2 sentences, which outlines what your hope for the future of this species or ecosystem is. And then make sure you include any references or links to websites or articles that you use in your project. How you do this, you guys, is I'm very flexible on, so you could do Google Slides would be easiest. You could put it in a Prezi if you like that format. You could create a blog post. You could create a vlog and, film yourself in a YouTube video. Or you could make a poster and then you could take a picture and send it to me. So how you demonstrate this is up to you. Once you've completed that assignment, make sure you turn it in on Google Classroom or email me your whatever you've produced. I will be taking in these marks, and so even though we aren't outside and we aren't able to do the normal things we would for outdoor education, you can still receive a lot of marks just by completing these modules. Moving forward, I am going to look into ways of how we could maybe still do some projects through outdoor ed, whether it be things like building shelters outside or cooking outside as the weather gets warmer. Just because we are doing social distancing and we're supposed to be, staying away from people does not mean we can't go outside. So if you can get outside and take some time to go for a walk, explore, as long as you're staying away from large groups of people, then it is still absolutely safe to go and do that. And I think it's really good for our mental health so we don't go absolutely crazy just sitting inside on our phones and watching Netflix. At 10:30, we will have our Google Hangout session, so I'll provide the link for you in the Google Classroom assignment. That means that'll give us time to hang out, chat, ask questions, and just stay in touch. Want to make sure everybody's staying safe. Let me know if you need anything, if there's anything that's bugging you, and we will be in touch. Take care, guys.